next comic, he hosts the Ordock Show in Marquette, Michigan. Keep it going for Vincent Schultz.
How y'all doing? Gonna move this just like everybody else. I want to be a comedian too. So yeah, we had a pretty interesting ride on the way down here tonight. We actually seen an accident on the side of the road. We passed some cops, and as we did, one of them threw on a siren, and it went whoop whoop. And I was like, sweet. That reminds me of this memory I have of my cousin over in Germany. Now, many of you might not know this song, but there's a song out there by, oh, it doesn't really fucking matter, but it's a rap song. And it goes, whoop whoop, it's the sound of the police. Whoop whoop, it's the sound of the beast. Whoop whoop, it's the sound of the police. Whoop whoop, it's the sound of the beast. KRS-One, by the way, they're the ones who made it. But my cousin over in Germany, Tony, she's up onto her rap culture and everything, and she knows this song too. But with the differences in culture, her version goes, wee-doo, wee-doo, it's the sound of the polizei, wee-doo, wee-doo. Yeah. We saw an accident on the way, I made a joke out of it. Alright, cool. I got a short story for you guys. I used to work with a midget. His name was Chris. They do have names too. It might not have been the name his first owner gave him, but it was a name all the same. But yeah, I used to work with this midget named Chris, and at the back of the store we had these, I guess, French doors. They swung both ways. And one day we were walking together, and Chris decided to give a little like flying kick and kick the door open, and the door just went BAM! And I was like, Chris, you gotta be more careful. There could have been a child on the other side of that door. You could have been seriously injured. Yeah, that was at the grocery store I worked with Brian too. And I actually have a new job now. I work for a pet supply company. And it's quite the change from working in the meat department where everybody loves eating animals. And now my customers, they just love animals. So it's pretty cool. Everybody's pretty easy to talk to. One thing I've noticed about a particular customer base are the women who ride horses. They seem to be snobs a little bit. I don't know, like maybe it's 15 years of riding a half-ton animal gives you the right to treat people with no dignity. I don't know, but like 9 out of 10 times I'll say, thank you very much, have a great day. And the response is, I don't know, I just wrote that the other day. And then we sell this item. One of the items we sell a lot of shit, but one of the things we sell is a 50-pound bag of peanuts with the shell. And I had this sweet old lady come up to me the other day, and she's like, I like 50 pounds of peanuts. I was like, what the fuck did you just say? And then she's like, with the shell. I was like, oh my god. I totally thought you were just fucking with me. I don't know if maybe this sweet old woman was just a big whore or something. I don't know. But all of the men in Marquette wouldn't have that much penis, I'm sorry to say. So, but we got through that one. Yeah. I don't know if you guys ever noticed all the catnip on the shelves, but there's a lot of different strains. Like, more strains of catnip on the shelf than marijuana at a medical marijuana dispensary. And all the names are just as great. There's Pure Bliss, Cosmic Catnip, Catgrass, Kitty Herb, Cat's Meow, Grab Life by the Pussy, OG Kitty Kush, Lab Rat, Cat Hit the Fan, Feline on the Sea Line, Pussy Galore, Catatonic Chronic, and the list just goes on and on. It's crazy how much catnip's out there. But I guess I've always been curious, like, why is it so illegal for people to get high and have fun, but you can get your 2-month-old kitten straight fucked up on catnip? I don't know, like their brains are still developing and all. Maybe that's why they become ruthless killers, you know? Cats are already pretty fucked up as it is. Shitting in a box, climb walls, they got 9 lives. They can see dead people. And then somebody had the great idea to give them drugs. And the next thing you know, they're dragging in half the neighbor's golden retriever. I think I just want to be a cat in my next life and get high all the time and eat mice. That sounds like a life. Yeah, that's a life right there. I don't know. There's actually been a dead cat in my neighborhood. It's just been sitting there for the last couple of days. And like every bit of me wants to make a found poster. And so I did. And I got a call, and the woman's like, yeah, I'm looking for Fluffy. I was like, I'm sorry, man, you must be mistaken. This here is Flatty. Oh, man. Yeah. You guys are cracking me up tonight. Man, speaking of dead animals, my dog's been killing rabbits. It's pretty crazy. I'm actually quite impressed. He's been running through the snow and just getting adult rabbits. He started off the fall with a rabbit. I guess it's not in the snow, but he got one just like 2 months ago, and then he just finished up last week by killing like 10 little baby rabbits. And yeah, it's pretty sad. I know. But like, and I gave him a nice burial and everything. I dug a hole. I laid some leaves. I laid the departed. I laid some more leaves, and then I put a mound of dirt on top, and then I put a stick on top of the mound of dirt so I knew where not to mow in the summer. And like I said a couple words that I'm sorry, and yeah, kind of made it all better. The silver lining to all this, though, is that I have 40 lucky rabbit feet, if anybody would like one. They are organic, grass-fed, they're local, and I hope they would be luckier for you than they were for them. Anybody? No? Nobody wants a rabbit foot? Alright, they're kind of cute too, they're for babies. Oh man, I love my dogs though. They replace women in my life really well. Like, I haven't even said anything yet. No, they replace women in my life really well. Like, they greet me with kisses at the door when I come home from work. They take up half the bed at night when I'm sleeping. I find their hair everywhere, and I pay for all their shit, so it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, they're good dogs. I think over the years I've figured out what my dream woman would be. And I'm not going to be picky at all. Like, I don't care about age, weight, height, race. You could have a hairy back, you could have a single tooth. Fuck, you could have a single hairy tooth for all I care, you know? Like, I'm not going to be picky at all. What I want in my dream woman is I want her to be a mute. And hear me out. I'm going to learn to speak sign language and everything so we can have full conversation. I just like the peace and quiet, you know? And we're going to live somewhere where it's cold all year round. I'm going to get her a fresh pair of mittens on her birthday every year. And when we get into arguments, I'm just going to turn the heat down so I don't have to deal with any of her bullshit, you know? Oh, man. I took my dogs out for a walk this summer, and well, I went through this life or death experience. It was pretty crazy. I like to drive like 15 minutes out of town into the woods to take my dogs out. And when I got out there, there was another car in the parking lot. And this might not be that big of a deal to you guys, but with all the horror movies I've seen, I knew that this other car, that like, these people were out there to kill me. But I still got out anyways, you know, like, whatever. And like, I shit you not, 15 seconds maybe onto the trail, I heard from the woods a man's voice yell, "Die, you evil bitch, die!" I'm not kidding. And I froze in my tracks, My heart was just racing. My skin turned paler. Like, I thought I was about to witness a murder, right? And I don't know how long I was standing there for, but like sure enough, a couple kids came out of the woods and they're just hitting each other with sticks and stones, and that's when I realized they were LARPing. You guys know what LARPing is? It's live action role play. You can pretty much be whoever you want and do whatever you want. And in this case, there's a couple of witches and wizards, or witches and warriors just duking it out in the woods. And like, that's when I realized he didn't say die you evil bitch die. He probably said die you evil witch die, right? At this point, they didn't realize I was a level 32 warlock, so I jumped in and saved the day. I was like, fireball, fireball, flame shield, fireball. It's pretty intense. I never thought I'd have the balls to save somebody's life that day, but I did. I'm just joking. They came out dressed up as rabbits and my dog killed them. And now I have lucky human speed if you guys want any. This last summer I also had a friend come up and visit me from downstate, and like, I love this guy. He's one of my best friends. I would say I could pick him out of a crowd of about like 1,000 people. You know, if you show me a picture of 1,000 people, I'd be like, oh, he's right there. Right. That's how good of a friend this guy is. And he was coming up to visit me, and he was crossing the bridge, and he sent me a text message to say that he was going to be in town in a few hours, right? And well, first of all, let me explain. Like, this guy, he's a big guy. He's a big guy, he's got a big beard, he's got a big smile, and he just lights up the room, you know? He's got a great personality. And sometimes he's got a crazy haircut, right? Anyways, he sends me this text telling me he's going to be in town in a couple hours, and in a couple hours I found myself at a liquor store browsing the shelves. And I can't tell you why this happened, but somebody walked through the door, and when they did, I looked over, and guess who it was? It was my friend, right? And even crazier, when he walked in the door, he looked in my direction and he seen me. And so me being his friend Vince and him being my friend Mark, we both got excited, right? So we walked in the front of the store and we just gave great big bear hugs, like, good to see you, dude. Well, somewhere in the middle of this hug, we both realized the person we were hugging wasn't the person we thought they were. And so, it was just two strangers hugging it out in the middle of a liquor store. And I remember walking up to him going, man, those black frame glasses make you look different. Well, because it wasn't fucking him, you know? And like, the best part about it was, like, we finished the hug out, right? We didn't push off awkwardly, we finished the hug out. And when we let go, we went, good seeing ya, and walked the other way. Alright, that's all my time for tonight. Thank you for coming out, guys.